right? So what we can do, let's initiate the patching. Okay, so then we'll discuss all these points. So in the meantime, it is going to be okay patched. Okay, so let's copy. I just downloaded the patch file, right? So I'm not sure whether I can. Oh, I haven't started my VM itself. Let me start my VM. Guys, those who are using Windows 7, okay, latest Oracle VirtualBox might not support in your Windows 7. Only the solution is you have to upgrade your OS to Windows 10, or go and Google it whether you can whether you can get old version VirtualBox software in the Google. Okay, old version VirtualBox might be, it might help you. But if you are using the latest version, okay, so yesterday someone mailed me, sent a message, Anil, I guess, right? So you have to upgrade your operating system, Anil. Okay, so you have to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10. If that is not possible, if you feel that is not possible, then go and Google it. Check the older versions of VirtualBox softwares. You might get some older versions and download it and install it and work with it. Okay, that is the solution we have. Yes, always it's 64-bit only. 32 bits very old machines. Okay, will never use 32-bit machines. Might be 15, 20 years back. Not 15, 1990s, now 2000 up to 2005, 2008, like that. 32-bit machines are there now. All are 64-bit only. Okay, there is no 32-bit machine now. Okay, chalo, it is taking time. Let me go to these points. Okay, how many services are up and running? So now you know what is the meaning of this okay line. Okay, so you have to check how many services are up and running. If any service is down, make sure you took a screenshot and okay, keep it with you until patching process is completed. Once patching process is done, then if anyone asks, show the screenshot, otherwise delete the screenshot. Keep a folder, create a folder, okay, of screenshots in your office laptop. Whatever screenshots, you have to take a lot of screenshots. All the screenshots you can keep it in that particular screenshot folder. Okay, next, make sure you have proper free space. It is very important, guys. At least 3 GB free space should be there in the VM. Okay, otherwise your patching will be failed. Okay, C drive, not other drives, C drive. Minimum 3 GB free space should be there in the C drive for that machine you are patching. If you have less than 3 GB free space, don't patch it. Go to Windows team, ask them to clean some space in the C drive or extend the C drive. Once C drive is extended, then only patch it. If it is worst case, you are doing patching on the weekends. Murli, I am not saying which server is down, which server is up and running. I am saying which service is down, which service is up and running. Okay, which server is up and running, which server is down, that we cannot. Okay, see, that's not possible. That will be controlled by the VM team only. Okay, so VM team only knows which server is up and running, which Windows server is not running. That can be checked from the Windows team. Okay, our side we have to check the services. Go to services.msc. We have already discussed in the services.msc. We'll have SQL related services, right? When you install SQL server, you'll get 6 services. Okay, so all the services, whether all the services are up and running or not, you have to check. That service I am referring, not server. Okay, if you are referring the same, answer is the same. Go to services.msc. There you can see which SQL server is up and running, which is not running. Okay, done. Let me check the IP config and 1.5. So it's very important, guys. Whenever you downloaded the patch file, if your manager is asked, hey, please download that patch file, this patch file, you should be able to download, right? It's very easy. You can simply download it from sqlserverbuilds.blogspot.com. So nothing, no issues are there. Okay, you can happily download it. Once you download it, you have to copy the service pack to the particular Windows server, guys. So once the download is completed, usually, sir, if I have 100 servers, 100 times I have to download or what? If my 10 DBs are there, all 10 DBs has to download separately. Not required. One DBA will download, and as I said earlier, will keep all the SQL servers, all the service packs, all the cumulative updates, whatever files are there. We are going to keep all the files in one shared folder. Once anyone is downloaded the service pack or cumulative update, he will keep it in the particular shared location. So once you see in the shared, before downloading, just check whether it is available in the shared location or not. If it is available, then don't download. If it is not available, download and keep it in the shared location again. Other DBS will use, right? Not only you, your colleagues also patching the SQL servers with same service pack, cumulative updates. So again and again, what is the use of downloading? Okay, if you keep it in the shared location, you can save the time next time. You can save. Otherwise, you have to again download. Again, you have to copy from your local laptop to the shared location, which is headache process. I mean, which will take time. So once you download and if you kept it in the shared location, everyone can see. Next time, no one will download if the file is already existed in the shared location. So in the organization, how to copy the files, service packs and all. Using shared location, will copy the service pack files. Okay, using shared location, will copy the. So we'll go to the server. Like earlier I said, to install the SQL server, how we'll get the software? We'll simply will maintain a shared location. In that shared location, all the versions of SQL servers will be there. It was disconnected. Okay, so if it was disconnected, the file copy process will be cancelled. So what I can do for that, like as we discussed, okay, we can directly download it from the server, guys. For me, there is an issue. For you, it will be copied. Nothing to worry. Okay. For you, connect to the server remotely. It will be copied successfully. For me, because of my internet, the server is disconnecting for every 5 minutes, 4 minutes, like that. Okay. So for you, no issues. For me, I'll download directly from the server, Windows server. But in the organization, you cannot download. Why? Because in the organization you don't get internet for your servers. Okay, you have to download or you have to copy from your shared location, guys. SQL server builds. And every time I'll get this headache. And any idea how to skip this? Any Windows people are there in our batch, guys? These are all ad services only. Then only I'll get the ad. If I don't add it automatically, the page won't be loaded. Let me go to CE28. Okay, I want to download CE28.
I think we need update the internet browser, sir.
Correct. We have to update the Internet Explorer, but we don't use much, right? So that's why I'm not updating. No, Jayesh, you can directly download. That's why I'm showing how to download. Okay. Again, see, even if I provide, you have to download, right? So it's better to download so that you will get an idea how to download service packs and all, accumulate updates and all. Okay. So that's what we discussed how to download. So download it and you can copy to the server directly, or you can directly download to the server. Okay, like what I'm doing now.
So copying from the laptop to the server, will it be time consuming?
Depends upon the file size. Okay. Yes, sometimes yes. Depends upon the your network speed, internet speed. Okay, and depends upon the file size. It might take time. Usually, it's a fast only. It's little bit fast only, but again, it depends upon your network speed and all. Okay, if your internet is slow, why? Because both your VM and server is connected through internet, right? So if your internet is slow, it might take time.
So the way you are doing, like opening Internet Explorer, are we allowed to
Yes, you can allow
download the latest?
if your server is connected to the remotely. If you are connected to the server remotely, you are
Uh-huh.
allowed to do that.
Right.
If you can't connect to the server remotely, that you cannot do it. Just check whether you are getting Google or not first. Okay, why?
Right.
Because you will get the Google, but the thing is there is a challenge with your machine. I guess you are not using Windows 10 Pro, right? So definitely you'll get the Google in the VM. Still, if you are not connecting remotely, that is the only option. If you are unable to connect remotely, guys, make sure you are getting internet to the VM. Go to VM directly, open Internet Explorer, just check google.com. You'll get lot of pop-ups. Please add all the pop-ups. How many pop-ups? Like till now I got almost all 10, 20 pop-ups like that. Add all the pop-ups. Then you can download it. Okay?
Right, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how you can copy. Either you can copy or else you can directly download in your laptop. You can copy to the server. Okay. If RDP is working fine for you, you can directly download the copy and you can directly copy the file from your local laptop to the server. Like right click copy, right click paste in the server. That's it. Okay, so now the file is downloaded. Before patching, first let me check the current version. What is the current version? I have to check, right? So then only I can go for the patching. So just open the management studio. I'll initiate the patch first, then we'll discuss all other precautions.
One more question, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, sir, in a live environment, we'll be connecting to the server through the jump, I believe you said.
Different ways. As
Uh-huh.
discussed now, how I connected, we can connect like that only. We'll get server name, IP address through RDP. Some people will connect. Some people will
If
connect
it,
through jump box. Depends upon.
sir,
That's what lot of ways are there. Yeah.
if the jump is there, sir, can we transfer from our laptop to that particular server or to
No, no, no.
from?
Jump box you cannot use like that. Jump
Okay.
box you cannot dump. It can't be a dump box. It should be a jump box only. You cannot copy, but you can directly open the server from your jump box and you can directly copy paste it. Or in the
Right.
organization, the best way is shared location. We never copy the files from your local laptop to the servers. We'll always
Yeah,
use shared location. It is very fast and secure.
that will be accessible to all. Yeah.
Correct. That should be accessible to all on every server. If it is not accessing, if the path is not opening on the server, you can raise a request to the network team. They will open the path. Okay, they will give extra permissions and they will make sure the path is working fine from the new server. Sometimes new servers won't allow that path and all. You will get a path issue. Then you have to check with the network team. They will allow the path to the new server by opening some ports. Always 99.99% will use shared location only to copy softwares, files, scripts, everything.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So first check the server version, guys. You can check the server version in two ways. One is like your select at version. There is a command called select at the rate version. Okay. So you can check using that command what is the version of the SQL server and all. Okay. And if you see, if you remember this 14.0.1000.169, and if you go to builds.blogspot.com, okay. So can you see which version it is? 14.0.1000.169. 14.0.1000.169, where you can see that number,
Yeah.
where you can see
1000. See you.
the RTM. Okay, RTM column means the server is a fresh server, not yet patched. Okay, if you see this is the base number. When you install the SQL server, this is the RTM copy. You are going to install RTM copy, right? That is the base copy of the SQL server. If you see this number for 2017, for 2019, if you see 2000.5, the server is not yet patched with a single update. If you see for 2016, 13.0.1601.5, the server is not yet patched. Okay, so this is how you can identify. Now you can also check, right click new query window. Okay, there you can write whether the server is patched or not. There also you can see RTM. If your server is patched with CU1, CU2, CU3, you can see CU1, CU2, CU3, whatever patch you have applied. If it was not showing the CU1, CU2, CU3, and if it is simply showing RTM, that means nothing applied on that particular server. No one patched that particular SQL server. Okay, so you can patch with the latest service pack or cumulative update, guys. Right. Okay. So what is the command, guys, to see the version?
So select address version.
Select at version. Okay.
Version.
So will help you select at version, will help you to check the current service pack whether it was patched or not. If you see only RTM means it was not patched. Okay, only RTM. If you see in the brackets only RTM means it was not patched. If you see RTM CU5, RTM CU10 means it was patched with CU10. Which what CPU, what CU you can see? It was patched with that particular CU. I'll show you after patching. I'll show you. You can see RTM CU28. Okay, means your RTM copy is patched with the CU28, guys. Okay, clear? Fine.
Yes, sir.
So I got the service pack file. Now what you can see, this is my service pack file. So right click and run as administrator. You have to open, always you have to open with run as administrator, guys, as discussed. Any exe file you have to open with run as administrator. Patching is very simple, guys. Next patch. No option to select. If installation is there, lot of options to select. Default or named, what is the instance name. Okay, with an authentication windows or mixed authentication, temp db size, max dop size. Okay, and what features I have to install, what service accounts I have to give, what collation settings I have to select. All these things you have to do in the installation, but patching simply next finish, guys. But you have to verify all these things before patching, then only you can proceed for next finish. So it depends upon the server size. Patching might take 30 minutes, patching might take 45 minutes, patching might take 15 minutes only if the server is small. Sometimes it might take 1 hour. Okay, so it depends upon the server size. The time is also going to be changed. So that's why always for safe side take 2 to 3 hours downtime. 2 to 3 hours downtime for each server. Okay, why? Because if any issue comes during the patching, to fix that issue, at least you should have 2 hours or 3 hours or 1 hour, right? Minimum. So it's always good to take 1 hour extra downtime. If something went wrong, that's okay. If nothing went wrong, you can hand over the server before downtime itself. Okay, always be safe, guys. If you ask only 1 hour, but during patching you got an error which took 2 hours to complete the patching, now, okay, customers will ask you first thing. Second thing is we'll stop the alerts, guys. Usually we'll configure the alerts from this time to this time. Even though if my server is restarted, no alerts can be sent. Otherwise, if the server is restarted, we'll set the alerts. If any server is down, DBA team will immediately get the email. So during patching process, we'll set up maintenance for this server. This time to this time, no alerts can be generated. Like that, we'll set up maintenance. There are some maintenance tools. You have to use maintenance tools that I cannot show you. Okay, using that maintenance tools, you can set up. Okay, chalo. On this server, what is this server name? 192.168.1.5. On this server, Sunday morning 9 a.m. to afternoon 12 a.m. no alerts can work, so that even though the server is down, no DBA will get the alert. If you don't put the server in the maintenance mode, okay, what happened? All other DBAs also will get the email like the server is down, the server is restarted. So they might know that you are patching the SQL server, they might not know that you are patching the SQL server. They will start troubleshooting why the server is down and all from their side. Okay, so it's always important. You have to set the maintenance mode, so all the alerts will be suppressed. All the alerts will be suppressed during the patching window. If you took only 1 hour patching window, your alerts will be suppressed only for 1 hour. If your patching is not completed within this 1 hour, after 1 hour immediately it will start pushing all the alerts. You might get 50 emails, 100 emails, or 200 emails if the server is down. Okay, guys, so this is very important. So always took at least 2 to 3 hours downtime for the patching, so that it will be safe. If your patching is completed in half an hour, 30 minutes, you can hand over it back. That you can simply send an email, the patching is successfully completed. Okay, so please verify it. Like that you can send an email. Because completed quickly, that's fine, appreciation. Took time, that's okay. You already took the downtime, proper downtime, 2 to 3 hours. So always take at least 2 to 3 hours downtime, guys. Of course, I accept license terms for any software. We have to select this option. I accept the license terms and then go next. Next. Okay. So here you can see features. Which instance? Imagine you might ask, sir, I have two 2017 instances. Can I patch with this file? This is the query, guys. We have two instances in this machine. Imagine we have two instances in this machine. In this 1.5, right? Last IP address is 1.5 machine. Imagine one is patched with a CU10 and one is not patched. It's simply RTM. So in that case, can I patch these two instances with CU28, guys? Can I apply CU28 on all these two instances? Can I apply?
Yes.
I can apply. Why? Because one is patched with CU10 only, so it is eligible for CU28. One is already patched with CU28, guys. Can I apply
What is
now?
the base?
It's already patched. Why we have to patch? It won't allow us to patch. It will simply
Yes.
grayed out. Here, if the
RTM.
patch, if the instance is not eligible, either it was patched or it belongs to different version, the instance will be grayed out like this. Option will be grayed out like this. You cannot select or unselect. Grayed out it will be. Grayed out means what is the meaning? That instance is not eligible to patch with this patch file. Okay, clear, guys? Right, now I have only one
Right.
instance, that is default instance. You can see here. Okay, so make sure the instance is selected automatically. It will be selected, but make sure it was selected. Next. Some checks will run in the back end, so whether all the checks, it will check whether what and all things are working fine in the back end, and also it will check all the checks. No problem, as we took the downtime, you can happily proceed. We can skip this checks. Why? Because we already took the downtime. It will simply check what and all files is in use in the back end, what files are in use. It will simply check and it will make a list, guys. If you want to stop any application, of course we are going to restart the applications before patching, and after patching restart the Windows server. So this step doesn't give you any impact, you can simply skip this. But if you want to check what files you want to see, you can see now. Okay, so but we don't really need this step, we'll simply go to next. We don't wait till the process, guys. We don't wait till, okay, it is going to meet this point. Okay, we'll simply go to next. We don't need this step actually. It will simply check what files is in use. Anyhow we take the downtime, right? So we can proceed. It will show you SSMS is open. Okay, so is it mandatory, guys, that I have to stop my SSMS and all during patching?
Yes, sir.
Okay, files is in use, check completed. So it was completed, it is not showing any list, so you can go to next, no issues. So like, this is the final step, guys. It will prepare a query now. The command is action is equal to patch. It will prepare a query now. It's already prepared a query. Once I click on update, automatically that query will run and it is going to patch it. That's it, guys. This is how we'll patch the server. See how simple. Just three steps. Download it, copy it, open it, next, patch it. But precautions are very important. Process is very important. And believe me, if you explain, if interviewer asked one question, if you explain with the process, he will be very impressed. Everyone knows patching is next, finish only. What is the difference in you? Always tries to be unique, guys. Always tries to be unique. Try to explain each concept with the process. He will be impressed. Always that, guys, the interviewers will concentrate whether you know the process for patching the SQL server or not. He don't ask how to patch the SQL server. How to patch the SQL server, if you ask me, I don't know. Next, finish. That is the only thing. But the process, you have to take the approvals, you have to check whether services are up and running or not, you have to check whether enough free space is there or not in the C drive. Okay, in the C drive enough free space is there or not. We discussed how much free space should be there. Minimum 3 GB. If no 3 GB is not there, you have to check with Windows team. Ask them to clear some free space in the C drive, or ask them to extend the drive. Minimum 3 GB. Worst case, at least 2 GB should be there. Don't proceed to patch if less than 2 GB free space is there in the C drive. Recommended is 3 GB, but worst case 2 GB at least you should have. If you don't have 2 GB, minimum 2 GB free space, I'm saying free space, I'm not saying the disk space. If you don't have minimum 2 GB, why? Because it will take the backup of some of the objects during the patching process and it will keep it in the C drive, instance root directory drive. Okay, so always it's better to maintain minimum 2 GB free space, I'm sorry, free space in the drive, then only proceed for patching, guys. Okay, so now you can see the patching is going on. It will take time. It might take 30 minutes, or it might take 35 minutes, or it might take 15 minutes. As we have very small server with only two databases, I don't think it will take 30 minutes. It will be completed in 15 minutes, I guess. I'm expecting. Clear, guys? How to patch? Is it clear? Any issues, any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, guys. So tomorrow, are you going to patch the server? You want to
Sir, I
ask
have
this
a
type of questions, sir? How do you expect that kind of
Yes, sir.
risks from me like that? You are going to respond? Hmm? Please patch it, guys. Patching is very important. So regularly we'll do the patching in the organization. So it's very important. So try to patch the server. At least you'll get an idea how to patch it and all. You don't do anything, guys. Simply as these are, see, 2 hours class. In this 2 hours, 1 hour 15 minutes is theory only. Just 5 minutes or 10 minutes I took to patch the server. So tell me, for you also it will take same time, right? So please patch it, guys. Please patch your server. Okay. Any questions? These remaining points will be covered tomorrow, whatever We have the points, 7 points are there remaining. These points will be covered tomorrow. Okay. Of course, you can. These are the self-learn points, guys. Connect to the server and check all the database status, guys. Like services, just go to the server and check, guys, whether the database is online or offline. You can see, guys, service is stopped. You can see here, SQL server is stopped. Why? Because patching is going on. Okay, so you can go to the databases, check, make sure that all the databases are up. If you expand now, definitely you will get the error. Okay, why? Because the server is in stopped state. No query will work. Guys, even though you are clicking on this plus symbol, okay, one query will run, Do you know that? If you click on this plus symbol, one query will run, then only you can see all the options. That query will run in the SQL server. Now, why I cannot open this? Why? Because SQL server is in stopped state. If I am clicking on this plus symbol, one query will run. Where it will run, server is stopped state, right? So that's why you will get the error, right? Now you can see this kind of errors you will get. Okay, so that is, so you have to make sure how many databases are there, whether all the databases are online or not. If not online, no issues, don't bring online, simply take the screenshot. Again, customer will ask you, see guys, sometimes customers won't touch the servers since years. If we ask, hey, patching is completed, please verify your server, then he will start checking the server everything is working properly or not. If we see any database is offline, he will ask you, is this database is offline because of patching? You don't have, if you don't have proof, how can you defend yourself, right? So go and check all the databases. If the databases are online, that's fine, you can leave it. If any database is offline, take the screenshot. If anyone is asking before patching, you have to do this step. Okay, if anyone is asking before patching itself, this database is offline, so I it is not because of patching the database is offline. Before patching, someone intentionally kept the database offline. You can reply like that. Okay, check SQL instance name and make sure object. This I am going to show you tomorrow. Now currently the server is not available, right? So it is up and running. Check the build numbers. Of course, reboot the server before and after patching. It's very important. Take the databases of all. Take the backups of all databases, which is not possible, guys. Big databases will be there. For backing itself, it will take 3 hours, 4 hours. Okay, so very lengthy process. We usually don't do that, but for safe side, in case if you want any important databases, if customers ask, please take the backup of this database, you can take the backup of those databases, guys. Okay, so otherwise you can take the whole system backup. Windows team will take the whole server backup, the whole server VM backup, VM level backup, which will take 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, the whole VM server level backup. So if something went wrong, they will restore the whole VM, guys. The whole VM they are going to restore. I'll explain tomorrow, Sudhendra. I cannot show you that SQL server is stopped state. I can show you once SQL server is up and running. Okay, that is one query. Tomorrow I'll explain. Okay. So Windows team, we have to take the Windows team help, and we have to ask Windows team to take the VM snapshot. They are going to take the whole Windows machine level backup. So if something went wrong during the patching process, they will help us to restore the existing VM backup. But for this, you have to take their approval. Uh, why? Because it will take time, right? They have to allocate one resource to you. So make sure Windows team is available during the patching process. Please mute it. Check whether the machine is VM or PM. That also we will discuss tomorrow. Copy the patch file before. See, tomorrow you are patching the server. Might be you are patching the server on Saturday, or you are patching the server on Sunday. So you have to copy the files on Friday itself. Why? Because if shared location is not working on Saturday, who will be available to help you from network team? Who will be available to help you from Windows team? So it's always better to copy the patch files before the, okay, patching. So in case if your patching is scheduled for weekends, patch your or copy the files, I'm sorry, copy the patch files by Friday evening. If you are unable to copy, you can take your colleagues help and all to copy the files, or network team help to copy the files. But if network team is not responding, if you don't check this option, simply you started patching on Friday, Sunday morning, but you are unable to copy the patch file, no one is there to help you. How you can fix this? You have to simply cancel the change request. If you cancel the change request due to these silly reasons, they will take action on you. So it's very important. By Friday itself you have to copy the patch files, guys. Whatever I downloaded, right, the file I have copied from local to server, I have directly downloaded to the server. So that patch file, okay, this is the one. Where is that? This file I have downloaded, right? Where is that? Downloads. This file I have to copy, guys. In the organization servers you don't get the internet to download the file, so you have to copy using a shared location. Sometimes shared location might not work. Different shared locations will be there for other servers, so that information you have to get it from your colleagues and they will help you to copy the files, or simply you can take the network team help. Depends upon the availability, guys. Some points I'll tell you tomorrow, okay? So why? Because this point I have to run one query. Currently the SQL server is restarting, right? We cannot run any queries, so this point will cover tomorrow. And this point VM or PM, this point also will cover tomorrow, guys. Okay, so this is how we'll patch the servers. Let me reconnect. If you have any questions you can ask me.